On behalf of Trident Luxury Lines, I'd like to welcome you aboard. Welcome to the Purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today? I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you, unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with? Well, if you change your mind, don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise.
Sorry, do I know you? Okay, that's a hell of a way to open a conversation. Why don't you cut the crap before I tell my partner that you're harassing me? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? How did you... That idiot. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy? Yeah, hello? You're willing to pay me to give you dirt on Larry? Sorry, I thought I'd end up on the short end of the deal. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme worth thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. You won't do that. You're here because you've got some kind of side hustle in the works. If you wanted to blow the whistle, you would have boarded this ship with the authorities. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it. wrote a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized number of false ghost credits that mimic the crypto key of actual credit. Then the algorithm simply passes the ghost credits to whatever legit transfers that the bank transacts. The genuine credits enter a dummy account. The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right? What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves... It doesn't matter if you're here to judge me or not, because there's no... Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth. Not bad for a lowly gal. I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass.
Cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
Here for business?
Quite an event they're throwing today, don't you think? Hello. You here for the charity event? Oh, I'm afraid that's a bit outside my wheelhouse. I work for UC Security, so I don't think I could be of much help. I have... Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off. Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
I've done this particular cruise run several times, and I can assure you.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all.
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman. Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that? And why in goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand? Maybe. Need to think about it. You think I'm a pushover? Calm down. I'm still thinking about it. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get involved. From this point forward, I don't think we should be seen communicating.
The ship's purser can assist you.
A Starfield pass is required.
Please let me know if your voyage is unsatisfactory in any way.
Don't forget to keep your Starfield pass handy at all times, or you won't have access to the ballroom.
Quite a lovely starliner. Nothing but the best for this assault.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up, and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested. Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. It's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows. Maybe, but if something goes wrong and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard, the ship is crawling with security. Yeah, that's smart. Kill Vera, or anyone else involved in his conspiracy, and then Dombrowski heads for the hills. Besides, you really want to ace a member of UC security and have them breathing down your neck? No. There has... Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks, and I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there. This is one of Trident's premier starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. They installed, luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear. Don't worry, it'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switch. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help. All passengers are instructed to immediately report to their cabins. That way we keep... Fortunately for us, all of the This is normally to ensure the crew can check cabins quickly and without interference. Remember, the moment you shut down that system, the entire ship goes into lockdown mode.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
Hold up. This area is off limits to passengers. Wait a second. You're Captain Rocko's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you? Oh, sorry, that area is off limits. No exception. Oh, really? Well, that changes things quite a bit. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away? Remember not to touch anything, please.
Passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
There's no cause for alarm, I'm sure.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here. I always took him for a fool, but I can't believe he's stupid enough to have gotten mixed up with the Crimson Fleet. Still, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over any evidence? Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't want to end up on the Crimson Fleet shit list. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I'll end up in jail. This is a lose-lose situation for me. At least I walk away with something. All right, you have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it. You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort. Excellent, excellent. So, before we begin, let's review the facts. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me. I pride myself on having an intensely thorough education, though I'd hardly call myself. Though I'm sure that your compliment also meant you were having trouble understanding what I've been saying. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my gal. I assume that's what you've been angling for all? Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
Is now in emergency status. Please remain.
Well, looks like everything worked out, just like we planned. I wish you hadn't blown away the gambling debt that Sandine owed me. But hey, you got the job done.
May I have your attention, please?
I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado how much I pitched into. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like Crick's legacy. Are you serious? I heard Delgado was spinning that yarn, but I thought it was more of a hobby with him. Have things really gotten that desperate? Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time. I owe you one, Doverleach. Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that Yevgeny Rokov always makes good on his deals. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the Key.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
Passengers, may I have your attention, please?
Docking. Seal released.
Imagine how solid must have felt.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband.
Dad, do you
complete. You are cleared to land.
Be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty.
Evening, sir.
I feel...
Hello, welcome to the Galbank Archives. May I see your credentials, please? Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack. Everything checks out. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. There we go. Have a one.
Opening fire.
So? Did it work? Not yet, but the transaction is in progress as we speak. You should expect your profits from our venture soon. You must be patient. No way, Larry. This is not what we agreed. You said the money would be in our accounts by the 1st of the month.
Give it a rest. It isn't like we're making regular withdrawals. If things aren't done carefully, it'll trip an audit. Is that what you want?
Of course not. But we're risking our asses here. And we've seen what, maybe 8% tops? We were promised a third of the final figure.
And, as promised, when all is said and done, that's exactly what you'll receive. You must understand we're absconding with an inordinately vast amount of capital from Galbank's coffers. Eventually, the shortfall will be discovered. As Claudia has so eloquently stated, if
the transactions aren't siphoned at a reasonable rate, the audit team will be dispatched and our plan ruined. Give it time, my friend. You'll get your share. A third for each of us, as promised.
A third of 500,000 credits. Can't you just taste it? I think I'm gonna head straight for Neon with my share, put myself up at the Hotel Voli, and blow a shitload of money at the Astral Lounge. You'll come with me, won't you, Larry? I don't want to spend all that cash alone.
Of course, my darling. I can't think of a finer way to spend our time together. Look, I'm gonna lay this all on the line. You have 2 more weeks to make this happen, or we're gonna have a problem. 2 weeks, Dombrowski. That's it.
Docking complete.
You want to kick back? Avoid the last.
No prices. Now you buy from me, you can look. I'll only the best. Stay safe out there.
Next time you see Bob, tell him to lighten up. Guy's gonna feel eligible.
Yeah?
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet. Yeah, that'd be a first.
All right, neighbor, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him another chance. All right, now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Crix's legacy. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. And I got it. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard. Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick, right?
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Crix hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
That's the spirit, Rook. That is the essence of the Crimson Fleet that has been sleeping. Neva, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called the ComSpike.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that ComSpike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the ComSpike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the... I promise. You're gonna write that in your diary?
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I don't have time to deal with this kind of bull... Now, both of you, get the hell out...
All right.
I hope you're not wasting time on small talk when there are jobs to do.
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
I'm only stationed on the Key until the heat dies down. Then it's back to raiding and pillaging. The fleet protects our ward, but you turn against us, and you're dead. You hear about Rake? He left the fleet. Neighbors made it a point to hunt him down.
You've got to be kidding me. I just paid him back the
Ship services? You need it? I've got it.
Yeah, that was your first...
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very disappointed? Well, look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with some credits in your pocket. Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't blabbed about the damn thing to Rokoff. Anyway, here's your cash. All right, Fleet? We've all got work to do, so let's get to it.
Anything ship-related? You're at the right place.
So there I am.
We're loose. Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place.
Seals are tight, we're docked.
Commander Ikande is the heartbeat.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume? Yes, and I heard there were no casualties.
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the archives. We've taken care of that mess, by the way.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the Legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4.
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of... It sounds like you admire that lunatic. I think his gospel's gone straight to your head. Maybe we made a mistake.
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy's transponder signal. They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4. I don't see the point. The Crimson Fleet apparently has a pipeline. Any attempt to move the comm spike would be a waste. Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see.
Nice work on the siren. You keep this up, and this operation will find out the folks at Mast to shift resources.